This is only a short distance from where we are broadcasting live at 30 Rock. This is the Hudson River off Manhattan, where there are reports now that a small plane reportedly has gone down. At this point, we are told that this was a U.S. airplane, an airplane belonging to U.S. Airlines, U.S. Airways. We will update you as we gather new information, but you can clearly see the tail of that plane sticking out of the water as there is a rescue effort in place right now. This is thanks to WNBC, this live shot that we are providing you with. As we get new information on the situation there, we'll update you. Right now, all we know for certain is that this plane has gone down in the Hudson River. This information coming to us only a short time ago. Clearly, there appears to be a barge of some sort trying to move up next to that plane in an effort to save or to help the individuals who may have been on board. At this point, obviously, we're still trying to get a lot of information. We're staying with this shot because as we speak to you, we are watching the news break as they try to help the individuals who may have been on this flight. Do we know any better information where this plane had been coming from, where it was taking off from? At this point, we don't know the answer to that question just yet. We're trying to find out where it may have taken off from. There are clearly a series of airports in and around New York City. There is the Newark Airport, obviously a large international hub for flights like those with Continental Airlines. JFK Airport, about 45 minutes outside the city, and the LaGuardia Airport, a smaller airport not too far from Manhattan proper. The shot, obviously, being blocked now by one of the buildings there. But as we pan the camera just to the left side, you can just see a little bit of the Hudson River, exactly where this plane apparently went down only a short time ago. We were told again it is a U.S. air flight, a U.S. air flight that has gone down in the water. The plane, as is significant in this case, appears to be intact still at this point. Again, you can see through the steam that adding to this effort, making it such a challenge, is the simple fact that it's so cold outside. Record colds across the New York area this week, below freezing temperatures in part of the area, and wind chill. In a second, we're going to be able to take you to a different angle and try to give you a better sense of exactly what is going on right now. Again, this plane going down in the Hudson River only a short time ago. This shot, is this a live picture we're looking at, or is this just a picture from a short time ago? I think this shot is just from a couple of moments ago. You can see that plane. It almost appears as though it's being tugged in. It's being pulled forward at this point. I'm still trying to gather more information on exactly what type of plane it is at this point. Okay, here you go. Here's a better look. Now we can really look at it much more closely. This appears to be a U.S. Airways plane that you can see. My colleague Tom Costello, who covers aviation for us, is joining me right now from Washington, D.C. And Tom, what have you been able to gather in terms of new information?
Peter, I've got a call into the FAA. They don't have anything immediate, but that's because this is breaking as we speak. This is it looks to me like you're looking at a regional jet, and this is really one of the mainstays of U.S. Airways as they fly into and out of New York. Listen, I think you have to look at the fact that they've got one door open in the front, and thus far it looks like the plane, the actual fuselage, is above water. You've got to right now be worried about the people inside, if there are people inside, and exposure to that very frigid water in Hudson Bay. You see there, it looks to me like you've got New York City Fire Department boats that are right alongside that plane, but that certainly looks like a regional jet to me. They're made by both Bombardier and also by Embraer. They can carry anywhere from 75 to 150, depending on the size. I'm not sure what size this one is, but it is a mainstay of operations going into and out of LaGuardia Airport. LaGuardia is U.S. Airways' hub in New York City, and this is exactly the plane that they fly into and out of the entire Northeast corridor from Boston down to D.C., might also be extending out into Philadelphia and Vermont, elsewhere. This is a very serious operation. Peter, do you know exactly where along the Hudson is? I find it curious that the plane is down in the Hudson River and not the East River.
This is, we can tell you a little bit more, Tom. We know that this is happening not so far away from the retired USS carrier, the Intrepid, that is on the lower west side of Manhattan in the Hudson River right now. I think as we look at these live pictures, courtesy of the chopper at WNBC, our affiliate in New York City, you can see individuals in life jackets. It appears clear that some of these people have been helped at this point.